Hey guys, more IPL5 action coming at you on Chaotic TV. In the bottom right of Ohana in this game one, we have the Red Terran playing for Team Startale. He is Bomber. His opponent in the top left, the Russian player, the Blue Zerg, playing for Team Virtus.pro. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It is sLivko. Now, different ID and all, because he plays on the European server most likely. Bomber, of course, is well known by all. His Twitter account is Startale, all spelled out, _Bomber. Very simple. But sLivko's, on the other hand, is VPBENQ, like the company, sLivko. I guess sLivko's all one word. But I will, of course, put it underneath this video. And actually, big news on the production front, production value. See this really crappy Chaotic TV logo over here? Just finished the real one. So I'm going to be putting that in my overlay for the next couple videos. And I'm actually designing an all customized overlay for Chaotic TV, which will eventually have, you know, spacing for the XSplit add-on plugin that gives you the ability to put in custom player names at the top, so you won't see any weird VPBenQI alpha kind of stuff. You'll see sLivko's name, and his Twitter account is what I'm planning to put underneath it all, with Chaotic TV right here in the middle. From Bomber, we're seeing Command Center first, which is probably just tells us that he's pretty confident against this other player of his, and he is known for his extreme macro style play. But as I've read about sLivko, he got third in the Russian Blizzard World Championship Series of 2012, and he is also known for an extreme macro game, going for those 3 hatches and droning. We're going to see what Bomber wants to do out of this. Since he's gone for Command Center first, he's going to stack on a factory after two refineries, or he's going to put down another barracks. He's going to go for the little bit safer route. He's confident against his opponent, but you always want to be prepared, is what Bomber's telling us right now. Probably going to put down a refinery after this. He's not even walling off against his Zerg opponent, and maybe he'll be putting on some early pressure out of the Startale player, who's very well known in Korea. Actually, probably one of their highest earning players. I'll have to check that out. But as I've said, these two players are macro players, so we're going to have to wait and see exactly what they want to do out of this game. A whole lot of drones telling us that, yeah, more drones coming out for sLivko. He's saving up a little bit of gas, only got 2 on the harvesting on the gas, saving that extra 40 minerals a minute from his mineral line. Or is he just sending all of his, nope, only keeping 2, he's not rallying any into the gas to slowly fill it out to 3. Which you see a lot of very classy players do, like Naniwa will put, he'll build an assimilator, and his next 3 probes from the Nexus will go into that assimilator. Now we see a little bit of a wall off from Bomber. He just doesn't want a whole lot of lings coming in, or the Baneling bus to be free to kill all of his probe or his SCVs. If there's no wall, you need to have a bunch of those Banelings break open on the wall, and then they won't be able to kill as many as SCVs. God, I keep forgetting his race for some reason. We have no refineries and no tech continuing out of Bomber. Oh, he's going for that 3rd command center. That's actually pretty powerful if he's allowed to do this. It allows him to essentially build up his mineral count, or his harvester count, very quickly. He's actually doing it before gas. That's an intriguing point of this. He's playing a lot like Marine King does right now, and even though this is 2 months ago, maybe Marine King got it from him, maybe not. But the 3rd command center is very powerful, not only for the extra mules and the ability to, ooh, nice engineering bay block on the 3rd hatchery of sLivko. God, I keep getting messed up by his ID. We have a roach warren coming down, so maybe some early pressure out of him. Just about 7 roaches. Do a little bit of pressure, keep Bomber on his back foot, maybe kill off the depot and supply block him or something like that. But with this extra command center, as I said, he's going to fill out his mineral line, and then he's going to be able to stack on 4 gases and a little bit of lag for some reason. I'll have to check out what else is running on my computer after this. Or maybe that was actually in the replay. But he's going to be able to fill out his mineral line for the 3rd time. I've said that. Stack on 4 geysers, and then just lift and come over here and continue his SCV production for his third, and essentially play like we call this a macro command center. It's exactly what it is, but it's very much like a Zerg player getting a macro hatchery just to continue his extra production. And you really never see a macro Nexus out of a Protoss player, although that would be really interesting to see if that could ever actually take hold. That's a lot of minerals, and Protoss already have very quick probe production because they have Chrono Boost. Now, Baneling Nest, was this actually seen by the Terran player? Let's hit that V button. The Baneling Nest was seen if he actually clicked on it, but we do see that after the scan, big push coming across here. The rocks could actually stop being killed until this enemy goes away. Can you see them still? No. It looks like he's going to use these units that he's got up here to take out the... Ooh, big Baneling bus coming in. He could actually take advantage of these extra rocks in the back if he actually scouted a little bit, but sLivko doesn't look like he's going to do that. He's just going to come right into these roaches, bring in the Banelings afterwards. 3 bunkers are down right now, so it doesn't look like sLivko is going to be getting in here, even if he builds the 2 more Banelings he's got coming out. Wow, a whole lot more Banelings coming in. He's just going to try to punch all the way through this. You can see how, you'll be able to see how quickly 3 bunkers full of Marines takes out this many Banelings as they walk in. They're not even rolling Banelings yet because he doesn't have a layer. This is probably just so he can put down a third behind this, or maybe he's really just trying to all in here. You can see how much production he's put into this attack that's coming in, and how many more Banelings he's continuing to build. He's using up all the gas he can whilst he has the gas, and Bomber, on the other hand, is continuing his very safety build, trying to delay until he can get the siege tech up. And you see the Banelings come in. Look how quickly they're starting to blow up, starting to hit their first 2 bunkers. He's running right into the mineral line against that last bunker, and wow, trying to get them to explode on those Marauders, because that's how big they are and how many Banelings they take. Great micro by Bomber. Saves all of the CVs and makes all of the Banelings hit bunkers instead. The bunkers are going to go down, but he can just lift these 2 orbital commands and help wall off with them back here. The tank is out, and that's going to be very powerful against the roaches that are coming in. sLivko, very, very capable, bringing in more Banelings to continue this Baneling bust. The Bomber doing some... Actually not... Okay, now he's filled out all his barracks. I was wondering why there were only 1 Marine on each one of those. He could put down these orbital commands at least and choke off even more. But now he's brought in the SCVs to heal this bunker. You see how quickly those Banelings died against this bunker even when it's being healed. You need a lot more Banelings to hit that bunker at the same time. And now it looks like Bomber's been able to hold this off. He's already moving his command center back. The Zerglings of... Oh, he's going to get hit by a big tank blast right there. He's going to know that he has to run away and do something else. sLivko unable to get this... Oh, he's morphing the layer. Unable to get this attack going the way he wanted to. He's just bringing a bunch of these lings over here. Probably for a follow-up attack as he starts to wall off a little bit with this orbital command. His third hatchery is down. sLivko, it's a good follow-up. It's a good follow-up. How much did he lose overall? He lost a whole lot more than Bomber did, because mostly from all those Banelings. They were 75 resources apiece, or excuse me, 100 resources apiece, 25 minerals, 25 gas, on top of the U50. No, 25. There's 75 because each Zergling is 25. I can't do math, people. I'm telling you. Bomber trying to get this third base. He's already shown that his siege tank capabilities are going to be what... Oh, he's just putting down mules and then he's going to lift it up again. Lift, lift, lift. There you go. Bomber scaring me for a second here. He's re-walling off at the front. And he's starting to get those refineries that we talked about. He's going to start getting his upgrades, getting level 2 weapons right now, level 1 armor, getting combat shield for his Marines. It's going to make them survive so much longer against Zerglings and Banelings both. And looks like the Zerglings that we were just talking about are going back home for sLivko, and this third is going to be placed down. Actually, he would have lost them all. Yeah, that's probably a good idea to take him home. He would have lost all of the Zerglings for not much gain, delaying that command center probably only by a little bit. But now we see that the rocks of sLivko are blocking the free traffic of his drones across here. And you see how many harvesters for both these players. sLivko going up for 64, Bomber going for 47, and he's going to continue his own SCV production. You can see in the top left here, and the medevacs are going to start coming out. I'm going to say Bang 2. sLivko is getting his destructible rocks in. He's getting them down. He's building a macro hatch talking about bringing his own production online. This layer is really exposed if he doesn't... Ooh, we have a nice drop coming in from Bomber. Macro players with the micro of drops is just going to be oh so powerful. If he kills off any of these marine drones and the Evo chambers, he's going to be able to do some serious damage against the tech of sLivko. And now you can see he has to pull all of these drones. That's a whole lot of income that's going to be lost. If he kills this extractor, that's a little bit of and he brings it all back home. Does he even have stim yet? He's got to have had stim yet. Yeah, he's got stim. He's got no concussive shell because he's not really going for any marauders. He's going for a siege marine build up, and he's just going to keep pushing forward here. He's going to kill off another of these overlords. This Black Cap is Zerg opponent. We see the Baymans are here, and he brings them back to the line of tanks so that they can be target fired by the tanks. He loses the tanks, saves all his marines, and it looks like Bomber is going to be shut down here by the Zerg player, but he does a counterattack, dropping and losing his medevac. Big fungal apparently hits all of these marines, and they get cleaned up by the queens and some extra Zerglings, and it looks like Bomber's first attack goes a whack, but now it's 3 base Marine versus, 3 base Terran versus 3 base Zerg, and that's never a good sign for Zerg. Zerg want to have at least one more base higher than their opponent. You just see the production of Bomber, because he's a macro player. He's got plenty of production facilities to continue the increased attack possibilities of his opponent. He's going over here to check for a 4th that he would expect out of any Korean Zerg, but he's not going to see it, and it's going to make him very happy against the pretty meager forces of sLivko right now. sLivko going for extra tech as opposed to more units, which he kind of just needs the units. With sieges killing off a huge amount of the Zerglings that are very crucial for the Zerg player, and he really needs that Carapace to survive the tank blasts, and the tanks aren't even upgraded yet, so the Zerglings can survive with, I think, 1 hit point if they get hit, but if they get hit by 2, of course, they're not going to survive at all. More and more infestors are coming in. We got the fungal upgrade. Another drop comes in the back here, just very annoying from this Terran player. He's going to be able to take out this queen if he doesn't bring in extra reinforcements, which he does. And it looks like this will be taken out eventually. He's going to lose. He did lose the queen. He's fungled this medevac, and he's going to be able to take out the medevac. But now he's getting pushed at his 3rd base. More Zerglings are going to have to sacrifice themselves against the units of Bomber. Bomber being protected by these rocks, actually forcing a choke right through here. So sLivko cannot go up and take that army out. He's coming over here to take his 4th. Very crucial of Bomber having put that marine there so that he can make sure he knows when sLivko goes to take that 4th. You just see more and more drones are taking the extreme long route to the 3rd base because he still hasn't killed these rocks. And as I pointed out, he noticed that too. Big fungal, big hit by the tank, and any more tank hits will just... Oh, you see how these Marines are getting shot by these 3 tanks? Even though... Wow, it's actually a big deal. He's going to end up losing this, but he's lost. He's killed so much, and you see how many forces of Bomber are coming across the map, and the supply difference is 54 right now, continuing to go into Bomber's favor, taking out maybe 1 or 2 of these infestors. They're support units, folks. They cannot be... They cannot do damage all on their own. They can do indirect damage with these fungals, but they cannot do direct damage and survive. You can see how quickly these Zerglings are being killed, even against these Marines, because they are 2-2. Zerglings are at 1-1, and there it is, the GG from sLivko, the Russian player against Korean Bomber, and that's the end of the game, folks. From Chaotic TV, we're going to bring you the next game in this best of 3 series and see if sLivko can take a game off of Bomber at least. Oh, he's getting dropped in the back here at the same time. So, see you soon on Chaotic TV. Cheers.